Now let me teach you the marketing plan and teach you how to teach the new marketing plan, okay? And within a very quick period of time here, you're not even going to need to do this. Just sign the application, check comes in the mail, okay? This is you up here at the top. You've done your full 2,500, so you are allowed to earn 5%. Now write this in your notes. You always, on your first 3 levels, earn 5% no matter how much volume they do. Okay? So on A, they did 2,500. You earned how much? 5%. Okay? B did 2,500. He's on the second level. You get 5%. C does $500 worth of business. Okay? On C, you earn 5%. Okay? Why? Because he's your third level. Get it down in your brain. No matter what happens on your first 3 levels, you always earn 5%. But normally, this guy would have cut you out of royalties. So we skipped down here a generation, and D, who's on your 4th generation, did 2,500. C, who's at 500, who's only at 1%, got 1% on D. The difference of that 1% is how much? 4% now goes to who? The first person, you. Okay? Once this person blocked you before, okay? Now you're skipping a generation and getting to earn on your 4th level, okay? C earned 1% on D because they only did 500. That 4% points comes up to you and goes on your royalty check. That 4% that goes on your royalty check, if you were at 800 and you earn, let's say 5% of 2,500 is it's $125, okay? If you were at 900 points and this was implemented and the 4% rolled up to you and you got 125 more points, you now got your very first month of what? Get Team. But now let's take a little bit more wild example, okay? This is you up here at the top. And you do your 2,500. A did 2,500. On your first level, you always earn how much? 5%. B did 2,500. You always earn how much? 5%. Okay? C did 500. Okay? You get to earn how much? 5%. But because of C doing 500, what do you get to do now? Start going down to the first 3 people that hit 2,500. D did 500. C earned how much on D? 1%. The difference of that is how much? 4% goes to who? You. E did 500. D earned how much on E? The difference of 1 and 5 is how much? 4. 4 goes to who? You. E does 500. Okay? E did 500. D gets how much on E? 1%. 4% goes to you. F did 500. Okay? E earned how much on F? 1%. 4% goes to you. G does 500. He gets 1%. 4% goes to you. H down here does 10,000. Okay? G earned how much on H? 4%? In other words, that $400 goes to you. Watch how incredible this is. All right? Watch how incredible this is. First of all, under the normal marketing system, you would have earned 5%, 5%, 5%. C is over here doing 500, and you're looking down this line, and all of a sudden you got this person down here doing 10,000. And what's your feelings about C? Exactly. You become mean, nasty, irritable individuals that are dreaming at night that you should be getting the money because you're down there working with H. Notice that it ended at H, Hughes plan. Okay? And now what you got is you say, no problem, C. Keep doing your 500. No problem. Now you love C, and guess what? C loves you. Because you're not bugging him anymore. Okay? That's great. Okay? Because before, you were either trying to get him to do more business, or you were in the process of trying to kill him some way, or to get him to bounce his check at the order department so that the volume could now you're in love with D, you're in love with E, you're in love with F, you're in love with G, and you really love H. Now, is that awesome or what? Is it retroactive for the last 15 years?
Wait for the last 5 minutes.
No, sorry, it isn't. Now, that does bring up a question, though. There are people that you pitched last month that you said that had to do 2,000 last month, 2,000 this month, okay? So anybody who's in that position, we don't want to change gears on them. So if they did 2,000 their first month last month, they can do 2,000 this month because that's the way you pitched them. We don't want to change your pitch and make liars out of you. Okay, so they got a freebie. But starting June 1st, everybody has to do 2,500 2 months in a row with 1,000 unencumbered. Okay, this show will continue to repeat all month long on HBN so everybody can get clear on it. There's a mailer that's going out everywhere to every single supervisor that's going to get it. Everybody will be getting it probably in about a week. And in Europe, you'll probably get it right around the 6th of the month. Okay? And so it's $2,500 also to get your royalty checks July 15th. Now, here's about what we've been able to assess what's going to happen. Okay, as a result of this marketing plan change, okay? Between the roll-ups and the extra volume that will be done, okay? But we figured out that there's around 200 to 300 from this program that will immediately in July, go to the GET team. Immediately, okay? About 200 to 300 are going to go from World to GET. Now, you could just imagine your World team members that have been sweating trying to get to GET team, what this is going to do for their attitudes, okay? And I told you when we did the meetings and I told you when we did the broadcasts that in some cases this wasn't going to make huge amounts of differences for people. You know, in some of your guys' checks, this is going to mean a $200 difference. But the $200 difference, if it gets them on the GET team, makes a big difference, okay? So we're going to have about 200 to 300 new attitudes running around the company. Quick, okay? We've looked at it, and it looks like there's about 100 people that will immediately go to the Get team to the Millionaire team. First month. And what is the first month? The worst month. Because it's always the worst the first month it happens. And it looks like immediately there's going to be somewhere between 30 to 50 people that go from Millionaire to Get team. Most of you are sitting in this room. The President's team. Millionaire to President's team. You'll go, for sure. You could just imagine what's going to happen in the company with 30 to 50 all at one time going to the President's team. What's going to happen to this company? That's never happened in the history of the business, period. Okay? And when that happens, trust me, there's going to be some serious new attitude in the company. Okay? And there's also going to be a whole lot of more excitement, and there's also going to be a lot more people that instantly get interested in training their organization at all levels. Okay? And that's going to help the company more than most of the stuff that we're even talking about. Doing more work, okay, to make more money. Okay? And we're going to be talking a lot about that concept. Now, also what's going to come along with this, so that you don't get confused, okay, is a royalty roll-up statement. Okay? You can't see this very well, but what will happen here is you'll get your regular statement, okay, and then another statement that comes, and it says, here's John Doe. He's on your 5th level. He did 800 points. He earned 2%, okay, and you got 3%, and that's your roll-up money. Okay? Here's Jane Seymour. She's on your 25th level. Okay? And she did 500 points, and you got 4% off of her points, and she's on this level. This will not only give you guys very good information on what your different levels will do, but it also will give you who you ought to really go after and try to get up and get some more business going. Okay? So there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen from this statement. Then you'll get a summary statement here. Like this person here, we took their royalty statement, okay? This says that their royalty override, this is an actual person's check, but we're not going to tell you who it is. Their royalty check was 1,275 points, and their roll-up money, okay, is listed separately so that they know what's happening with the new marketing plan, was $929. So they went from $1,275 to $2,200 the first month. That didn't include one thing, though. That was only the free money. It didn't include taking the 2,000 points, everybody on the statement that did 2,000 points, and make them do 2,500, which is another sum of money, which might have got them very close to their first month of Millionaire team. Okay? And then what happens is, this is not even counting what's going to happen on our production bonuses. Okay? You guys getting this? Hey, this is serious. Okay? And the worst part of this is going to happen next month. Okay? And we're talking about 200 to 300 new gets, 100 new mills, 30 to 50 new pres. Now, if we take the information we learned here this weekend, and we all went to work during the month of June, then we really see some action. Okay? We wouldn't see a lousy 300 people going from world to Get. If we all went to work and went crazy and went bananas, okay, we could get it to 600 or 700 people that go to Get in 1 month. And we could take it and go to 200 to 300 people on the Millionaire team. And how about 100 people going to the President's team in 1 month? How about that? So, let's talk. Yes.
All I can say is when the last marketing plan, by the way, my name's Amartat Cohen, and I'm from Denver, Colorado, right? And when the last marketing plan change went into effect, which was in 1992, I was on a millionaire team, just barely hanging in there. And the next thing I knew, my check, which was about $5,000 at that point, went to over $15,000 the next month. So that's what happened to me. Incredible. And that was just the first month. And then 6 months later, I was making over $50,000 a month, and I was on the president's team. So the first month was definitely the worst month. There's no doubt about that. Because it takes a few months, and everyone else starts seeing what's happening to their checks, and they start working harder, and the whole thing goes completely out of control. Anyway, my question is, Mark, what do we do with someone this month that does that's been pitched already and does only 2,000 points? That means he has to do what next month to qualify as a supervisor?
If you've pitched a person this month that's doing 2,000, then next month they do 2,000.
So the last time that a person can do 2,000 points and be a supervisor is this month?
That's right.
Okay.
That's absolutely right. Good question. It wouldn't be fair at this point to do it any other way. You know, I mean, we could say, go ahead and change on the guy, but you guys have already pitched him on a particular deal. We can't back out on it now. So you've told them 2,000 2 months in a row. They do 2,000 this month. They can do 2,000 next month. Okay? Starting the 1st of June, if you're going to start qualifying for supervisor, it's how much next month? 2,500 with how much unencumbered? 1,000. And the following month, 2,500 with 1,000 unencumbered. Okay?
You said that the roll-up money goes to the next 3 people that do 2,500 volume. Is that correct?
Right.
So you get paid on your first 3?
You always get paid
on your first
5% on your first 3.
And then on everything until you hit the next 3 people that do 2,500.
Well, it depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
Okay? If the first 3 people that you hit did 2,500, you've already gone through the first 3. Okay? If each one of these guys do 2,000, each person that doesn't do 5%, you always get to skip down generations until you keep going until you hit the first 3 that do 2,500. Now, does that mean that you could go, you're at 2,500, this person does 500, you get how much? 5%. This person does 1,000, you get how much? 5%. This one does 2,500. 5%. Okay? Now, let's do another one. Okay? Let's do that one over. This guy does 2,000. You get, well, how much? This one does 1,000, you get how much? This one does 500. Okay? Then this one down here does 500. Okay? This one earned 1% on this one, so 4 goes up. That keeps rolling down. Let's say you go down another 8 generations, and you get the one person that hits 2,500. There's 1. Then let's say you got 3 more people of 500. You keep skipping down until you get to another 2,500. That's 2. Then it skips another 5 generations of 500, and you hit the 3rd one. Because listen to this here. Okay, you're thinking, how is this possible? Okay? Well, these 3 people are all going to earn 5%. Okay? So those 3 people, okay, those are the ones that you get stuck on. Okay? Anything else in between is all got a percentage that's got a difference. That difference continues to roll up. Okay? But you still get to pass a generation because there's all these people in between that aren't getting the money. It's got to go to the first 3 people upline that do 2,500. So it goes up. Everybody who does 2,500, the first 3 2,500s are always going to get the difference money. All the way down to the first 3 people that do 2,500, no matter where they're at. Goes up and down. It's amazing the way this thing works. I mean, truly amazing, okay? Now, teach it this way because it's very simple. If you start getting much more complicated than that, you're going to get into a lot of questions and answers that start becoming very difficult because of the difference between who earned on what person at what time, okay? I would keep it like this. Keep it simple to the questions that we've talked about here tonight and say, listen, don't worry. Just do this. Be friendly to everybody in your organization. Tell them all I love you. Let them do what they're going to do. And then remember, you're going to make money on everybody, all the way down to the first 3 people that hit the full volume requirement. And in the statement, we'll tell you who you got it on all the way down, and you'll know exactly what happened. But what you're going to want to do is make sure that you work first line, so you go down line as deep as it can possibly go, and now you don't not only get to do that the first month, you can do that every month. For how long? Ever. I want you guys to dream, just this, okay? All you got to think about is the first 3 levels, you earn 5%. If anybody in there on the 3 levels does less than 2,500, you get to start skipping down. Anybody that you skip down on, anything that they earn on percentage, the difference in the percentage rolls up to you, okay, till you get to 3 people at 2,500, okay? Unless the first 3 people in line were 2,500, would you skip down? No. Would anything roll up? No. Okay, because the first 3 did 2,500, okay? And with that, that's going to increase 2,500. You guys think about how many people you got doing 2,000. I know one thing for me, the biggest thing I'm thinking about is not so much all these different levels, okay? All these different levels is great. All this different roll-up stuff, wonderful. Let me tell you what I'm thinking about. I got 20,000 people doing 2,000 a month, okay? Now, 20, I don't know about you, but when you got 20,000 people a month, that could go to $500 more a month, okay? Which equals $10 million next month. And that's the worst month. You get pretty excited. So what I'd be thinking about, okay, sure, the zeros are great, okay, sure, the roll-up's great, but what I'd be thinking about is we need to do some more business, okay, and we need to get to work like we've never gotten to work before in our entire lives. We need to pitch like we've never pitched in our entire life. We need to act like we've never acted in our entire life. We need to go like we've never gone in our entire life. Because here's one of the things we've got going for ourselves. First of all, this marketing plan is going to make a change in a lot of people's checks July 15th. Now, some of those are going to be $50 changes. To a guy that's doing $100, is a $50 change significant? Yes, okay? And you need to point out to them how significant that is. That's called a 50% increase in your royalty override check, okay? And if they have more business, just think of how it could affect their check, okay? So what you need to talk to them about is how exciting that 50 bucks is, okay? And for the some of them are going to get $200 increases, some of them are going to get $1,500 increases, and we're going to have people that have $5,000 increases, and we're going to have people that have $8,000 increases, and this doesn't even include the production bonuses, okay? And this doesn't include the 500 points more we're talking about where we're going to make our real money. So what we need to do, gang, we've got an opportunity here, a window of opportunity called that nobody else in the history of marketing has ever done this with their royalty system. So if there was ever a time to go, when would it be? Now, okay? Not next week, not next year, okay? Because let me tell you what needs to happen with this program. There's going to be a jump in the checks anyway, okay? That means you can run around, my check gone up, as a result of the plan. Now, if we'll go to work, we can say, look how much it went up. It's really out of control. And then if we'll work harder than that the next month, we can say it's really unbelievable because now it's starting to kick in. And if we'll go ballistic in the next month and really go crazy, then we can say it's completely out of control. And then if we'll go absolutely bananas in the month of September and our checks get bigger, guess what the checks start doing to everybody? It starts waking your group up, okay? So what we got to concentrate on, okay, and this is what this whole deal is going to be about this weekend, is having us jumpstart the program. That means us going back to work like we've never gone to work in our entire life. It means going absolutely crazy with recruiting like we've never recruited in our entire life. It means pitching our downline like we've never pitched in our entire life. And it means us getting our check up quicker than we ever have in our life, so life will be easier. So that you can go looky, so that your check matches the pitch. Okay? And when your check matches the pitch, guess what happens to your organization that you guys have been out there going, go group, go. Go group, go. Okay? Right?